What's up? My name is Divested Wife, and I would love to share with you ladies this book that I just purchased off of Amazon titled How to Date and Marry the Right Black Woman, a White Man's Perspective. Which Black women to pursue, which ones to avoid, and which ones to marry by Jeff Brandon.
As a white man, ironically, many of my most enjoyable dating experiences was the times I spent dating black women. There was something different about it for some reason. It was more fun and intriguing to me. Once acknowledging my dating preference, I focused my attention solely on interracial dating, and have spent the majority of the last 10 years dating mainly black women. These experiences quickly showed me the positive things that a relationship with the right type of black woman could bring. These experiences also show me the turmoil that dating the wrong type of black woman could bring. Unfortunately, I've dated many of the wrong ones before I got the opportunity to date some of the right ones. The right ones seem to be somewhat harder to find, especially in America, where racial division and fatherless homes rule the day. Nonetheless, it was these real-life dating experiences, the good and the bad, they gave me the motivation to write this book.
As a black woman who has dated interracially my entire life, I can tell you that there is a lot of challenges that comes with interracial dating. And it's important to pay attention to what non-black men and white men are saying. Otherwise, you're never going to learn. You're going to repeat the same mistakes, and you might potentially end up chasing off a man that is really good for you.
If you're a white man thinking of dating black women for the first time, you should not jump into it without getting valuable insight on the subject first. This book will give you that insight plus more tips on how to gracefully navigate your way through the wrong ones and get you on the fast track to the right ones for a successful interracial relationship. Most of the instructions and advice I give you in this book can be applied to women of any race or culture, however. With interracial dating, especially when it comes to a white man dating a black woman, you'll be confronted with discrimination and roadblocks you normally wouldn't have to face. This book will guide you through those roadblocks and quickly get you on the right track to the type of black women you should be dating.
After reading the intro, I'm very excited to hear what he has to say. I can tell you right now that I have a feeling that this book could potentially offend a lot of black women, but I'm just like this. I think it's very important to be able to take constructive criticism. All right. Women are criticized from our head to our toe, especially black women. And I think a lot of us, we just automatically shut down when we hear anything that we don't want to hear. It's just a natural instinct of us to shut it down. But I think that in the long run, that hurts you when somebody is genuinely trying to help you, but you're so sensitive and get offended so easily that you're not paying attention, that you may be displaying these behaviors that is literally chasing good men out of your life. So it's up to you whether you want to take advice from this man or not. He is just one white man. He doesn't speak for all white men. But the fact that he is a white man who has dated interracially for 10 plus years, that is definitely experience that is worth listening to, in my opinion.
Chapter 1. Interracial dating with a black woman is unique. Most people with any dating experience quickly realize in order to have a strong relationship you must have more things in common than just physical attraction. With black women is no exception. You must have similar interests, share core values, and most importantly, a natural ability to communicate.
It takes more than being physically attracted to a man in order for a relationship to work. Really, deep down, you need your core values and you need your morals to be the same. Both me and my husband, we were both born and raised in the Midwest. So a lot of our thinking and our ideologies are the same because we come from similar backgrounds. We have a lot in common, including hobbies and interests as well. We both like the outdoors. We both like video games, like we're both kind of geeky. What you need to understand as a black woman dating a white man, white men have an array of different activities and hobbies that you just simply are not going to be into. And it shouldn't be a deal breaker. As long as his hobbies are not harming other people, then it really shouldn't bother you. Okay. So my husband is into sports. He's into baseball. He's into watching football. I'm not into those things, okay? But I do admit that I have fun when we get tickets to the stadium. I really love the atmosphere of watching a ball game. It's just something about the energy that I really love, and the food and the beer too also makes it fun. Yeah, white men have an array of activities that you just may never have thought of, okay? My husband likes to collect horror memorabilia, all right? And I know a lot of black women like, like you walk into a white man's house and he has a bunch of horror memorabilia, you're like, you're cute, but I hope you're not psycho. But no, case in point, he is really sweet, and a lot of white men like horror memorabilia, okay? So I don't think that should be a deal breaker either. Now, if I find a dead body in the attic or basement, yeah, that's definitely a deal breaker for me. But no, as long as he's not putting on the mask and walking around with a hatchet, I have no issue with this. So just because they're into hobbies and activities that you may not be into, like, don't let that deter you from pursuing a relationship with them.
Communication becomes even more crucial when it comes to a white man dating a black woman. You may face challenges from family, friends, and even some everyday people in society. You have to be focused and on the same page with each other mentally to achieve success. A white man dating a black woman can potentially attract a lot of attention, sometimes unwanted attention and even stares.
So yes, this is 100% correct. As a interracial couple, we get a lot of attention. And, if y'all want proof of that, go to my shorts and look at the video of me at a Spanish festival with my white husband. This clip is not even, 30 seconds long, and it literally has 500,000 views. So yes, being in a interracial relationship definitely gets you a lot of attention, and especially online, okay? It's very celebrated. 99% of my public interactions when I'm out in public with my husband are very positive. We don't have people coming up harassing us or bothering us or anything like that, okay? That's not to say that everything is going to be rosy and merry for everybody, but I'm just saying out of our experience, we haven't experienced any negativity. Now, when we are in public, say like the grocery store, I will have a Karen come up to me and go, I have a black granddaughter. And I'm just like, oh, okay. While I'm holding my green beans, thanks for sharing. You'll have people just kind of randomly, saying things to you, regarding you being in an interracial relationship. So that is very common. What else? Yes, when me and my husband are at a bar, and he walks away for a brief minute, I will have white guys flock to me and go, how did y'all meet? Where did y'all meet? Like, where can I get me one? Like, they are really kind of like, flabbergasted, like, wow, like, that's really cool. So yeah, as an interracial couple, you definitely are going to get way more attention, and that is something that you just have to get used to.
While most people will be pleasantly intrigued with your interracial love interest, on rare occasions you will provoke the opposite reaction. You and your date might be the target of an ugly comment from someone in the crowd you walk through. You and your date might get a mean glare from a passing person on the street. These type of incidents are rare, just always be aware of the possibility, and be prepared to respond appropriately to the situation just in case something escalates. Just like the philosophy taught in martial arts, it's always best to simply walk away from silly insults and pettiness from people, especially if you and your love interest are not in any kind of danger. In all of my interracial dating experience, I can only recall 2 negative incidents. They were mainly negative comments, and they were both from black men who seemed to very much dislike the ideal of a white man dating a black woman.
I'm not surprised at all that this white man has only 2 negative experiences, and both were with black males. Look at how they act and behave online towards black women who are with white men. They send us all sort of disrespectful, racist messages and all kind of shit like that. You're not seeing any white men under my comments talking about bed wench this, bed wench that. No, all you see is black males acting a goddamn fool. But a lot of them love to talk all that shit online, but the reality is this: they're not approaching us in person. Because if you think that you're going to confront my white husband as to why he is with me, he's going to snatch you by your fucking neck or worse. So it would behoove you to mind your own goddamn business.
Get comfortable with the idea of being only one of few if not the only white man in social gatherings. Sounds funny, but some white men have rarely found themselves in social situations where they're the only white man in the crowd. When dating a black woman, you could potentially find yourself in that situation. When this occurs, and it's likely to happen eventually, try to be friendly and approachable. It will be worth your trouble. She will notice and appreciate your efforts. Being in somewhat awkward social situations you've never been in before is one of the bigger adjustments to interracial dating with a black woman.
If you're dating a white man, the last place that he needs to be is the black cookout where they smoking blunts, drinking Hennessy, smacking on chicken wings, and twerking everywhere. These are the kind of family members that you're going to find at the black cookout, okay? I have a lot of cousins who are gangbangers, can't go one day without posting pictures of themselves with guns. They sell dope. They got more bodies than Jeffrey Dahmer. These are type of family members that you don't even need to be hanging out with, let alone introducing to your Brad. So while you're having a great time eating barbecue and hanging out with your family, your Brad is studying your behavior very closely. And the moment he sees you smoking blunts, drinking Hennessy, and twerking on your cousin Quisha, he is going to conclude that you're not even girlfriend material, let alone wife material. He's thinking in the back of his head, I can't bring her home to meet my dad and my mom. I can't bring her to meet my business colleagues or my friends. Okay? And then what's going to happen next is he's going to ghost you. And that happens to a lot of black women because they don't want to let go of Blackistan. Okay? They don't want to let go of that. So I see very beautiful black women make this mistake all the time. They don't have any issues attracting high quality white men. They just have a problem keeping them. All right? Because these type of black women think that they can hold on to Blackistan and hold on to a high quality white man. And I'm going to tell you this right now, that a high quality white man is not going to put up with you ripping and running the streets with your gang-banging cousins, okay? No, instead, he's going to dump you and find a black woman who is more suitable for him. So you have a choice to make. You can hold on to Blackistan with all of the drama, chaos, and violence, or you can divest and move on to bigger and better things. So that is all I have to say about this. If you like this video, smash that like button and subscribe for more content below.